Intense, graphic, sexy, euphoric, provocative, edgy.
We got a little ad on the station right now.
Technically and visually stunning.
Welcome back to Wave React.
Today I'm showing Kelsey, my wife, an album I've been loving for a few years now, and I'm not sure if she's going to like it or not.
Oh gosh. No, don't do this to me.
So let's jump right in.
I want to like it. I want to like it.
We'll see.
Okay. Sounds like I'm deep in a forest.
It's what I do alone. I'll take my lead, I'll take my lead on this road. I need something to make me believe and make believe. 'Cause after the night is it dark all alone.
Might give it away here. You know who it is?
No?
Okay.
You are now listening to 103.5 Dawn FM. You've been in the dark for way too long. It's time to walk into the light and accept your fate with open arms. Scared? Don't worry. We'll be there to hold your hand and guide you through this painless transition. But what's the rush? Just relax and enjoy another hour of commercial-free music on 103.5 Dawn FM.
What is this?
Stay tuned.
That's the intro. I'm just going to roll into the next.
What is happening right now?
It's 5 a.m. my time again. I've soaken up the moon, can't sleep. It's 5 a.m. my time again. I'm calling and you know it's me. I'm pushing myself further. I'm just trying to feel my heartbeat beat.
What? What are you thinking?
What are you showing me?
Experience.
It has been.
5 a.m. I'm high again, and you can see that I'm in pain. I'm dozing off to REM. I'm trying not to lose my faith. And I love it when you watch me sing.
Remember that REM song? Losing My Religion?
Spin me around so I can
Reference.
breathe. It's only safe for you and me.
Sounds like The Weeknd.
I know you won't let me
Yeah.
OD.
Okay.
And if I finally die in peace, just wrap my body in these sheets and pour out the gasoline. It don't mean much to me. Around, 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 around we go. In this game called life, we are nothing. And I love it when you watch me sleep. And if I finally die in peace, just wrap my body in these sheets and pour out the gasoline. It don't mean much to me.
I'll pause it here. Because this album has transitions from every song, which
Okay.
makes it
I
really
like
cool.
that.
Yeah. So, yes, it's The Weeknd. It's called Dawn FM. And it's a concept album. And the premise is that you're in purgatory, and he envisions purgatory in his car in traffic, waiting to get to the light at the end.
True.
So, this is like a radio station you're listening to in
Oh,
purgatory.
okay. I like that.
But I think the theme of a lot of the songs is like regret, like looking back on your life, accepting things. So So think of that as you're
It
listening.
did feel like an uneasy feeling, just the music.
So this is kind of saying like, if I die, I'm okay with it in a way. So it's kind of a good setup for the album. But in that intro, I don't know if you picked up on the voice of the radio host.
Mm-mm.
So it's Jim Carrey.
Oh, okay. No,
So
I didn't.
He has a few more parts throughout.
That's cool.
Yep.
Well, I'm kind of excited.
Yeah. So like I said, this is an experience. So yeah, just sit back.
All right.
and
I'm ready for
enjoy.
the ride.
It doesn't faze you. I need a breakthrough. I only want what's right in front of me. It's quite
The production on this album is
seeking approval, begging for it desperately. I said,
Oh, yeah.
such an unusual structure to have this break before you even hear the chorus.
Yeah.
how do I make you love me? How do I make you fall for me? How do I make you want me? And make it last eternal. I can see the real you, girl, you don't have to hide. Forget about what your daddy said, I'll teach you how to shine. And all the things you tolerated made you cold inside. But I can light you up again like embers of a fire. Seeking approval, begging for it desperately. I say, how do I make you love me? How do I make you fall for me? How do I make
I like this. It's almost like a call and response. The way is lower and higher.
Yeah. Very cool.
Over.
I really like the sound of that one.
Awesome. It's got a lot of 80s synth pop influence, which is another reason why I love it. But it also has some like R&B, and I feel like it's the Weeknd as close to Michael Jackson as he's ever been
Yeah,
sounding.
I can see that.
I'm gonna pause it here. This transition on this one is. So yeah, thoughts?
Thoughts? Yeah, I like the sound. I definitely got that 80s vibe that you did.
Sweet.
A lot, very electronic.
Yeah, and in the last song, you probably haven't heard a lot of like 80s British rock
No.
pop. The way he was singing in that was very reminiscent of that. Like he was definitely drawing from British influence there. All right, so this next one, I'm sure you've heard because I have played it quite a bit.
Okay.
We'll let it go into it.
Was this his most recent album?
Yeah. Yeah, if you don't count his one from his TV show. Just came out. a while
Oh,
ago.
yeah.
This is called Take My Breath. It's a long one. He had a shorter version for radio, but the album has the extended.
Yeah, radio will never play that long of a song.
take my breath?
Ah, yes. Sounds familiar. Got an eerie vibe.
Yep. Fits the topic of the song. Like this panning.
I could see a song like this in Stranger Things.
Yep.
Oh yeah, that sounds really cool.
Almost like, remember I talked about arpeggiators in that episode? It's almost like his voice is like an arpeggiator and they panned it.
Definitely.
It's really unique.
I saw the fire Look into your eyes. You tell me things you wanna try. I know temptation is the devil in disguise. You risk it all to feel alive. Yeah. You're offering yourself to me like sacrifice.
His vocals,
That's what I was just thinking.
so good.
It's like a dream. What she feels with me, she loves to be on the edge. Take my breath away. Nobody does it better.
I really like that chorus.
Closer, want me to hold on to you tight. Yeah, pull me close, I feel the heat between your thighs. You're way too young to end your life. Girl, I don't wanna be the one.
He's kind of doing that high-low thing again.
Mm-hmm.
Which she does quite a bit, which, since he is mostly the only singer on this project, it helps make it add some variation.
Is okay with me, then suddenly, baby said,
You know, I like that.
take my breath
The variation.
Yeah.
and make it last forever, babe. Do it now or never, babe.
Unexpected. It's different.
Me and Zach actually reacted to the radio version of this after the midnight before we brought Wave React over to here. Awesome instrumental break here.
Mm-hmm.
This is what he plays in his shows, so he has a nice vocal break. Everybody can just dance. Love that bass.
Mm-hmm.
Take my breath away and make it last forever, babe. Do it now or never, babe. Take my breath.
Like that layer there. The extra take my breath away.
Yeah. There's like strings along with it.
Yeah, I was gonna
So
say.
cool.
I just heard that kick in. Makes the moment bigger.
Yes. So that was Take My Breath. So the Weeknd I had always enjoyed, but I never really dove into his albums other than his like first trilogy mixtape back then. I think I don't know why, but whenever I heard that single, and
Made
I was
you
just
wanna
like, wow,
listen.
this is like super 80s, almost synthwave. So it really made me want to check out this album when it came out. So that was a good single. Drew me in.
For sure. I think that's my favorite so far.
Awesome. So what do you think the song is about?
I don't know.
It's dirty.
Oh boy. Usually I can never like figure out what a song's about until I've heard
Right.
it like several times.
I get that. I didn't want to put you on the spot like that, but you said you liked the chorus, so I figured you totally get it.
I just like the sound.
Yeah.
And yeah.
I mean, it can be taken kind of service level, take my breath away.
Exactly. I mean, that was my initial thought.
Right. So anyway, this next one is called Sacrifice. And remember I talked about Michael Jackson before. Well, this is Super Michael.
Well, I thought you said the last one sounded the most like Michael.
No, I meant the album. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
This
I
whole
thought you were
entire
talking
album.
about that song.
Yeah,
I was
that
going
one
to say,
too.
yeah, because I felt like that last one was very...
Yeah. Just this whole project, he really, I don't know what it is that distinguishes it, but he really sounds like Michael. And the instrumentation on this one, yeah.
It could be the really high vocals.
Yeah. So Sacrifice, here we go.
I was born in a city Winter nights don't ever sleep, so this life's always with me. The ice inside my veins will never bleed. Love.
So interesting.
But always sacrificed your love for more of the night. I tried to put up a fight. Can't tie me
Kind of reminds me of a Lady Gaga song.
Interesting.
Just that last part.
Okay. Almost like a siren in the background.
Yeah.
Cause life is still worth living. Yeah, this life is still worth living. I can break you down and pick you up and fuck like we are friends.
Ooh.
But don't be catching feelings. Don't be out here catching feelings. Cause always sacrifice your love for more of the night.
That change up there. That I don't want us. Yes, he doesn't want to sacrifice for this girl.
I was gonna say the end got a little repetitive.
Yeah,
Vocals.
I can see that. Yeah, so I mentioned earlier, about regret and looking back. So I take that song as him saying, dang, maybe I should have sacrificed for that relationship.
Yeah, that's what I gathered from it. But saying for her, he'd try.
Yeah. This next one is a little bit different. So it's called A Tale by Quincy. So it's Quincy Jones basically just talking over an instrumental. And again, with the regret and looking back. And the vibe of the album kind of changes a little bit here.
Interesting.
That's it. Looking back now, I didn't know what it was supposed to be. And it's like raising kids, man. If you weren't raised, you don't know how to raise.
These vocals
I just did the
were
best thing I
recorded
could with
for
them
this
because
album?
Yeah.
They know fucking well I loved them. But I did to do the best I could. I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. Growing up without one had long-lasting effects I didn't fully understand until much later in life. It bled into my relationships with family and those I had become romantically involved with. Whenever I got too close to the woman, I would cut her off. Part of that was vindictive and partially based on fear. But it was also totally subconscious. Looking back is a bitch, isn't it?
And this. So that kind of played into what we were saying about sacrifice a little bit, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So Abel, the Weeknd, didn't have a father in his life. So he was raised by his mom and grandmother. So I think he related to what he was saying without having, one parent, and how it
For
probably
sure.
bled into his life, and that affects his relationships now.
Something like that has a dramatic effect
Totally.
on almost every relationship, friendships, romantic, whatever.
I'm going to let A Tale of Quincy play out again to transition into the next song, Out of Time. It's not a exact transition, but the two match up real well, so that's why I'm doing it. This actually samples a Japanese song.
Really?
Yeah.
The last few months I've been working on me, baby. There's so much trauma in my life. Remember when I held you? You
vibes of this.
If you don't trust him a little,
It actually reminds me of some of the stuff that Bodine was doing.
Yeah?
just a little.
Fly High, like the instrumentation.
Yeah, I hear that. For sure.
You all the time. Remember when I held you? You begged me with your drowning eyes to stay. I regret I didn't tell you. Now I can't keep you from loving him. You made up your mind, but I'm out of time. Say that I care for you, but I'm out of time. Better too late to make your mind. Out of time.
It's that sample.
Don't you dare touch that dial, because like the song says,
It's
you
Jim.
are out of time. You're almost there, but don't panic. There's still more music to come before you're completely engulfed in the blissful embrace of that little light you see in the distance. On 103.5 Dawn FM.
One's called Here We Go Again. It's featuring Tyler, the Creator.
Okay.
Strike a pose with my kinfolk. Front page of the billboard, suit and tie, cigar smokes. Macallan shots till it burn throats. We still celebrating Super Bowl.
Celebrating when he played at the Super Bowl.
Legendary ring froze
Remember he did halftime show.
Uh-huh.
so that's a mercenary. A quarter bill
I'd be
on a
celebrating too.
bucket. Used to sing on and my new girl, she a movie star. My new girl, she a movie star. I love her right, make her scream like Nev Campbell. But when I make her laugh, swear it cures my depressing thoughts. Cause baby girl, she a movie star.
This is him looking back at like an ex and comparing where she's at versus where he's at. And saying he's better off now, but is he really?
I mean, he's still looking back.
Exactly.
I like the simplicity of this one. I'm hearing his vocals a lot more.
Okay.
They sound really good.
Although this love is strong to me, some things can change, go wrong with me. We don't know how it's going to be. Forever is too long to me. We don't need the government involved because we like to touch. We don't need no damn religion telling us that we in love. You gon' sign this prenup. You gon' sign this prenup.
It's very Kanye-esque in my opinion. That line there. So cool.
I really like that one. Like I said, I liked the simplicity of it. There wasn't a whole bunch of background music. It was really reliant on his vocals.
Yeah, I agree with that. You're right. I don't even think there was any drums.
No.
Yeah. There's some percussion in this next one
Ooh.
called Best Friends. Might get a little R-rated,
Oh boy.
so cover your ears if you don't want to hear.
Oh, what we got, baby, what we got is secure. Been a part of toxic love. It tore us apart. Things you want, I'm not looking for. You're my best friend now. You're my best friend now. Oh, I don't want to be responsible for your heart if we fall. You're my best friend now. Oh, I love it when we climb. never hurt you. If we do it like that, don't try to take it further. Focus on the venture. Get a little sidetracked. Catching little feelings. Thought we had arrangements. But you weren't
Little
like
friends with benefits situation.
Yeah.
that. You weren't like that.
Okay.
Oh, friends no more. Sex as friends no more. You don't wanna have sex as friends no more. Insecure, been a part of toxic love. It tore us apart. Things you want, I'm not looking for. You're my best friend now. You're my best friend now. Oh, I don't want to be responsible for your heart if we fall.
Drop out here.
'Cause I get clumsy.
Almost a cappella besides these like strings.
I love you so.
Yeah.
But we can't get close. You're my best friend now. You're my best friend now.
Such an interesting concept. I like it.
Yeah, me too. Like I'm such a fan of concept albums. I like when an artist can pull all the songs together and kind of tell an overarching story, but also
Yeah,
have small
that's
stories.
So
Like
cool.
I feel like that takes a lot of thought and creativity. And
Right.
this, like you're saying, Dawn FM, like Purgatory, like wild. Get to Jim Carrey on it.
I know. I mean, Jim Carrey is like my favorite actor of all time. So
Great.
it's really cool to hear him on this.
Yeah. And so Abel, same way, he grew up on Jim Carrey movies. Well, they are neighbors now.
Oh my
So
gosh, really?
They're friends and neighbors, and that's how he
Okay.
got him on this. So
Wow.
yeah. And
That's
I saw
super cool.
Jim even has like writing credits, so I don't know how much of it he came up with, who came up with all the words, but I think it's
Wow.
really cool. Yeah. I'm going to add in one little fact. So a producer who is on much of this album, Max Martin, if you recognize the name.
I don't know a lot of producers, so no, I don't.
So Max Martin,
If you told me
Hits.
his work.
hits on hits on hits on hits. Backstreet Boys, Britney Spears, name any pop artist, they worked with him, and he's gotten them number one. So he's like hit maker, knows what he's
Secret
doing.
sauce.
Yeah. But what's interesting to me about this album is there's no song that is like super radio friendly. Like they could obviously make a radio hit if they wanted to, but it seems like they strayed away from that in order to experiment, do new things, be creative, and I find that really fascinating.
Yeah, I can respect that.
Transition to this next one. Might be my favorite song on the album. Is There Someone Else? That vocal, so cool. Pitched up like that.
I know that you're hiding something from me that's been close to your heart. And I felt it creeping up every day, baby, right from the start. I know that look you give when we're fighting. 'Cause I used to be the one who was lying, oh lying. Oh, is there someone else or not? 'Cause I wanna keep you close. I don't deserve someone loyal to me. Don't you think I see? And I don't want to be a prisoner to who I used to be. I swear I changed my ways for the better.
Vocal layering there was cool.
Better. 'Cause I wanna be with you forever, forever. Oh, is there someone else or not? 'Cause I wanna keep you close. I don't wanna lose my spot. 'Cause I need to know if you hurting him or you hurting me. If I ain't with you, I don't wanna be.
Just the bounce on this. That with his vocal sample, I think, are my favorite parts.
Sorry, I'm just soaking it all in.
Good.
The vibe, man. I just feel like I'm in an episode of Stranger Things. I can't get over that feeling.
It's a good thing. Another transition, so I'm going to pause it early. Yeah, so that song, I think it's my favorite. I bounce between that and another song that's coming up. Yeah, just overall good track. Obviously, it's about him trying to figure out if his partner is either cheating on him or
Right.
considering someone else, and he doesn't want that.
Let me know.
But it's also based on his guilt of cheating in the past.
Yeah, seems that way.
Yeah, so he's kind of projecting a bit, I think. But yeah, there's like a line in there, like, I know you're lying because I was in that position. I was lying just like
Right.
you were. So is he projecting? Is he just familiar with the situation? Who knows? But love that one.
I did too, for sure.
Awesome. So this next one, great transition into Starry Eyes. Can't even tell it happens.
I only met you in my dreams before. When I was young and alone in the world, you were there.
Like a riser.
I needed someone to call my girl. And now you're my reality. And I wanna feel you close. But you're defeated, baby. Broken, hurting, suffering from a shattered soul. Let me be there. Let me be there for your heart. Let me be there. I can be there until you're home.
Like instrumentation change that happened before there. That's like how they're doing these transitions. Is like in the middle of the song, it'll switch up.
Yeah.
That way the other twos match. Really creative.
Be there for your heart. Let me love you. Let me love you like you need. And I'll make it my responsibility. I'll be there every step of the way. I'll get you back on your feet.
Once again, no percussion.
Let me love you.
Mm-hmm.
Let me love you
Really simple.
like you need.
But he's playing with his voice.
Yeah.
And you can kick me
Keeps you.
the curb. It's okay, babe. I promise that I felt the worst.
Just seems like a message from his diary.
Yeah.
That was a short one.
Again, it's interesting to me. Like, he wasn't making every song out to be a hit. He was really trying to tell an overarching story. And
Yeah.
also,
You could definitely tell that from that song.
and just the world building on this album. We talked about it a bit before. Just
Right.
creativity and the album cover up there on the right.
Uh-huh.
It's like an old version of him. you know,
Right.
he died. Really creative again. And he even like wore this. He'd had an Amazon concert to like play this whole album. And he was a DJ, but he wore that old man.
Oh, really?
suit. Yeah. The whole thing. Really cool. He goes hard on his era themes and
Yeah.
everything.
I mean, I can respect that. Lady Gaga does the same thing, and I think that's super creative, and it's just iconic.
And he's always meant The Weeknd to be a character and not himself, even though I
Mhm.
think he inserts a lot of his life into the lyrics.
Right.
So this is actually the middle of a trilogy. So the album before this was the start of it, called After Hours.
Okay.
So we think, that's setting up the end of his night, and maybe he dies, and that's why he's in purgatory now. So where will the next one be? Will it be heaven? Let's see.
Gotta wait and find out.
Yeah. So this next one is a really interesting song. I guess you can call it a song.
I guess you could call it a song.
Call it
Okay.
Every Angel is Terrifying. I love the synths on this album.
I cried out, would hear me among the angels' order. Even if they pressed me against their heart, I'd be consumed. For beauty is the terror we endure. While we stand in wonder, we are annihilated. Every angel is terrified.
Intense, graphic, sexy, euphoric, provocative, edgy,
We got a little ad on the station right now.
technically and visually stunning. A compelling work of science fiction. A suspenseful expose. Critics say Afterlife makes your current life look like a total comatose snooze fest. It's action-packed. The future of everyone's fate. Nigel and Frank call it classic. Arthur Flemminger says
I can't keep my eyes off the screen.
Afterlife can be yours for only $4.95 with a subscription when you order the best of your current life collection
Totally
series.
an episode
You will enter
of
a world beyond
Black
your
Mirror.
imagination.
Or-
A future out of control. And an experience you will never forget. Don't say we didn't warn you. The wait is over. Call 1-800-414-4444. That's 1-800-444-4444 now to order Afterlife. $4.95 plus.
What is there to say about that one?
Yeah, I told you it's experience.
Yes.
Next one's Don't Break My Heart. Banger. I think.
I see you drowning in the purple lights, diamonds shining bright. I see every eyes on you. You snatch my soul, I'm crucified. I feel paralyzed, I'm so mesmerized by you. But I know you're right for me. Ecstasy, I keep coming back for more. I think that you would die for me. Destiny, and this time I know for sure. Just don't break my heart. Don't let me down. Please, don't you break my heart. I don't know if I can take it anymore. Take it anymore. Take it anymore. I can take another heartbreak, or I'll end it all. And the girl I used to love, we broke up in the club, and I almost died.
Almost rapping here.
I really like that part. How the beat stopped.
Yeah.
Destiny, and this time I know for sure. Just don't break my heart. Don't break my heart. I'm falling apart already.
That's so crazy.
Yeah, I like that.
As long as you don't break my heart.
I realized when I kissed your neck that the room is hot. I can taste your sweat.
So deep
It's just you and I
voice.
in the discotheque.
But don't you worry, just don't break my heart. Don't let me down, please. Don't you break my heart. I don't know if I can take it.
A lot of layering here.
Don't break my heart. I'm falling apart already.
That was a good one.
I think
It was a
it's-
jam.
Yeah. I think it's one of the safer, more pop songs.
Definitely.
Not as experimental. Next one has Lil Wayne on it.
Okay.
I Heard You're Married. And it could have done without Lil Wayne. I'll say that.
Oh.
Sorry, dude.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, oh yeah. The way you hypnotize me, I could tell.
Is Max Martin on this one?
Question.
yourself a favor and just leave it.
Yep.
Your number in my phone, I'm going to delete it.
Calvin Harris as well.
Girl, I'm way too
Oh,
broke
okay.
for that deceiving.
The only song that Calvin's on, I'm pretty sure.
I don't play. Now I'm sure you have your issues and your reasons. And it kills me that I'm sharing.
Pretty self-explanatory
I heard your
lyrics here.
married girl. I knew that this was
He finally found a woman. No, she's already with someone else.
your married girl. And I hate it. Ooh, I heard you married girl. The way you had me wrapped around your finger too. I can't be with
Like this section.
I can't be with you. You're too deceiving, girl.
So groovy. Funky.
I can't be with you. No, I can't be with you. You're too deceiving, girl. Oh,
Can't be your savage, that shit ain't fly, bitch. Can't be your pilot, can't be your private. Make me your obvious. If I ain't your husband, I can't be your hybrid. I heard you married. I bet he treat you like Virgin Mary. You like it dirty, and I'm dirty Harry. I don't read with some lovebirds, canaries. Word to Larry, but I can back. Tell hubby I kill him, no hubcap.
No hubcap. I just didn't think it added much. And there was a lot of ad lines. I love that married girl edition. You hear Lil Wayne with him.
Yeah. Yeah, the production on that one, there was something about it that made me guess that maybe he was involved.
Yeah. He's a master. He can do a lot of different stuff. I've heard he's like going into more rock right now, rock pop.
No, I really like that one.
Cool.
I like the direction it took, and I didn't mind Lil Wayne being on it.
Okay. Just no hubcap.
I mean, the lyrics took a
Right.
dark turn.
Next one was my first favorite off the album whenever I heard it the first time through. And it takes a different vibe sonically, which I think you'll like. And it's the second to last track. The last real song, I'll say.
Okay.
Called Less Than Zero.
remember I was your hero. Yeah, I'd wear your heart like a symbol. I couldn't save you from my darkest truth of all.
It's nice.
I know I'll always be less than zero. 'Cause I can't get it out of my head. No, I can't shake this feeling that crawls in my bed. I try to hide it, but I know you know me.
The uneasy feeling that I was feeling from the other songs is letting up a little bit
Yeah.
in this song.
I think he's trying to end on a more positive note.
Yeah.
Sound, yeah.
Can we meet in the middle? Oh, yeah. 'Cause you were just like me before. Now you'd rather leave me than to watch me die in your arms.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
But I can't get it out of my head.
So good. Like, I feel like this should have been a radio hit.
It definitely could be. Yeah. I can see why this was your favorite, because I think it's definitely mine right now.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
yeah.
like the chorus.
I mean, you gotta love a good chorus.
It's like muffled though, like in another room far away.
Yeah. It's an interesting choice, but I like it.
I can't get it
Acoustic.
out of my head.
It's all the makings.
Yeah. Perfect.
Can't shake this feeling that crawls in my bed. I try to hide it, but I know you know me. I try to fight it, but I'd rather be free. Yeah, I'll always be less than zero. You tried your
It's me
best
playing
with
Is
me.
that
acoustic.
like the first time acoustic guitar has been in the album?
Yeah.
Because I don't feel like I've heard it at all.
Yeah. First time, which is again interesting way to end it on a different note, different feeling, not as
Totally different
eerie
feeling.
like you were saying, uneasy. Yeah. So that was Less Than Zero. Let's get on to this closer here with old Jim, called Phantom Regret
Jim.
by Jim.
You're tuned to Dawn FM, the middle of nowhere on your dial. So sit back and unpack. You may be here a while. Now that all future plans have been postponed, and it's time to look back on the things you thought you owned, do you remember them well? Were you high or just stoned? If the pain's living on when your body's long gone, and your phantom regret hasn't let it go yet, you may not have died in the way that you must. All specters are haunted by their own lack of trust. When you're all out of time, there's nothing but space. No hunting, no gathering, no nations, no race. And heaven is closer than those tears on your face. When the purple rain falls, we're all bathed in its grace. Heaven's for those who let go of regret. And you have to wait here when you're not all there yet. But you could be there by the end of this song, where the weekend's so good and he plays all week long. Bang a gong, get it on.
Had to put a little Jim in.
And if your broken heart's heavy when you step on the scale, you'll be lighter than air when they pull back the veil. God knows life is chaos, but he made one thing true. You gotta unwind your mind, train your soul to align, and dance till you find that divine boogaloo.
Like Dr. Seuss.
Right.
In other words, you gotta be heaven to see heaven. May peace be with you.
Wow. It's always a treat to hear Jim.
Mm-hmm. Some of those lines kind of hit me. I almost got emotional there.
Oh boy.
What?
Oh, I said, oh boy.
Thinking about the end of your life, you know?
Oh gosh, I don't like to think about that.
Yeah. But, yeah. That was an experience, huh?
It really was. I mean, I really enjoy the fact that it created this story
Mm-hmm.
and you're on this journey with him. And I liked the talking pieces in between that
Awesome.
kind of further told the story.
Right. Very cinematic storytelling. So, yeah, that was Dawn FM by The Weeknd. Cool. Well, appreciate you guys listening with us.
Catch you on the next episode.
Yep. Thanks, everybody. Later.
Remember I was your